You PlayStation fanboys should be celebrating, man. But instead, we get a live stream, and I'm going to call it the 7 hours of sadness, man. I mean, at this point, this dude has put more hours into this live stream than he has in Final Fantasy 16. Like, what's going on here, man? And that was an RPG.
However,
apparently,
the big problem people have here.
Uh-oh. Tell us.
I'm telling you, Sony has a chance to solve this problem.
No, they don't.
They can thread this needle if they do exactly what I tell them to do. Sony, listen to me, Dan.
Bro, let me tell you something. If anything, you PlayStation fanboys are the ones hurting Sony. Exclusivity. This is what you guys want, right? This is what's hurting Sony. Why don't you PlayStation fanboys understand this, man? Because at the end of the day, Sony just doesn't have the same funds as a Microsoft in regards to being able to continue the future of the gaming industry. They finally hit their peak. They finally hit their cap, man. No different than Sega did with the Dreamcast. Y'all thinking the Sega Dreamcast was successful. I think it sold 11 million in 1 year and 8 months. That is pretty successful. But the problem is, you guys say, well, if you make great games, people are going to buy it. No. Dreamcast had way more games than the PS2 did when it came out. And guess what? People were still talking about how PlayStation got a DVD player. PlayStation 2 beat the Dreamcast because it had a DVD player. I'm sorry, man. We have always lived in the era of fake gamers, man. We have always been in the minority. We have bought the game consoles to play games while everybody else bought game consoles for multimedia purposes. Like I tell you, my mom was one of the first PlayStation 2 owners. She hasn't bought it. She hasn't bought any other game consoles since that point forward. But she bought a PS2. So she could watch movies.
It'd help you. Right now, the big problem people have, and the reason why so you have to ask yourself, how is this misinformation even able to exist in the first place? How is it that people can read this quote from Sony and say, well, they have no major AAA first-party releases
they don't.
until next year.
They don't.
2024 is a dry year. PlayStation has no games.
They don't. PlayStation has no games this year, man, and all you people know it.
It's because Sony isn't talking about their new games.
You know why? You know why they're not talking about new games? Because they got no new games in development. No different than how you guys mock Microsoft and saying, oh, Microsoft don't talk about their hardware sales. Microsoft don't talk about the MPDs. You know, they're using Game Pass as a front, right? Microsoft obviously ain't making no money, even though they went from $2 trillion to $3 trillion, right? There's proof of that. So every time just like you guys say that Microsoft's losing money because they don't put out their financials, well, we're going to say that Sony got no games because they ain't talking about it. Plain and simple, man. Let's use your PlayStation fanboy logic against you. So Sony don't have anything.
Haven't revealed their new games.
Oh, they haven't. Of course. How you going to... And they did... Hold on, what? He said they haven't unveiled their new games. Yes, they did. Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer, and that got canceled. Got counters for days.
I'm like, that's the thing. Is like, I'm happy right now.
What are you happy about, bro? There's nothing to be happy about gaming on PlayStation 5, bro. Y'all got no games. Rise of Ronin looks garbage. Ghost of Tsushima looks better. How you gonna call me a PlayStation fanboy if I'm telling you that Ghost of Tsushima looks better than that, and that's a PS4 game? I'm literally using a PlayStation exclusive to show you guys that the quality of a real PlayStation exclusive. Ghost of Tsushima looks far better than that Rise of Ronin garbage. Okay? Helldivers 2, forget about it. What's the other one? Foam Stars? Come on, bro. Stellar Blade and Rise of Ronin are probably your only two solid games that y'all got coming out this year. This is an embarrassment.
I'm playing Helldivers. I'm playing Final Fantasy. I just joked.
No, you're not, bro. No, you know what you're doing? You're playing live streams, man. I mean, this man is out here slaying all these Xbox goblins out here. Look at that. You know, he tried to challenge Microsoft, but instead he fought Microsoft, and he should have really just fled the battle. Now he's on the floor. Now he's restarting from the last checkpoint, man. I mean, come on, man. What is you doing? He's playing Final PlayStation 7. That's what he's playing.
About how could you say this is a dry year? Like, we have a ton of games to play on PlayStation. Absolutely, we do.
Uh-oh.
And I don't give a shit. If
he's mad.
That. Like, oh, you count Stellar Blade? You're fucking goddamn right I do. That game looks incredible.
Yep.
You count Final
I'm going to tell you guys, man. You know how you lose the console war, man? Any team that MBG goes on, man, so after he's all done with this, and if he decides to jump back on Xbox, man, y'all better get this guy out of here, man. I'm telling you, this dude is a bad luck charm, man. If you got this dude on your team, you guaranteed an LG. I'm telling you, man, get them off your team, man. If I see them, I'm gonna make get out of here. I'm gonna be like that dude from Ed and Eddie. Back, chicken boy, back, chicken boy, back. We ain't gonna be ruining nothing on here. Get out of here.
See, yes, I do, actually.
No, you don't, bro. You spent 7 hours on this live stream. I don't even think you have put that amount of time in an RPG, bro. Remember the days we used to play an RPG when you was a kid and you would spend about 5, 6, 7, 8 hours playing a game? Now you fast forward it. PlayStation fanboys are no longer playing these games and instead spending all that valuable time during a live stream.
I fucking got to play that demo and I'm playing that shit as soon as it comes out.
Bro, you spent more time in this live stream than playing that demo. There's no way possible that you play that demo for more than 7 hours. It's a demo, right? I mean, come on, man. You PlayStation fanboys are capping.
I wouldn't I count these games, right? But the reality is, but you know what we need, right? Like, you know what we're talking about. It's like, yes, I know what you're talking about.
So if it's the games, then why is Sony not successful? So clearly that goes against your own point because you guys say, well, if Microsoft makes good games, people are going to gravitate towards it. Obviously, that's not the case. That's why Microsoft told people it doesn't matter what we do. We can bring the greatest games in the world. The only people that are going to look forward to playing them is gamers and people that are not fanboys. That's it. I'm sorry, man. Gaming is casual. Gaming appeals to the mainstream audience, and they do not care about the hardcore. It is what it is. I'm sorry, man. I understand that you people feel hurt. You know, you've been console warring ever since the PlayStation 1. But guess what? Those times is over. Sorry. Grow up.
I know exactly what you're talking about because I absolutely want that too.
No, you don't.
You can't rush it. I want it. I want to see it. Sony, show me it. Show me it. I know you're cooking. You've been cooking for all this time. It's like I can smell it.
I can smell those I can smell those remasters now, man. I can smell them now. Until dawn. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Last of Us Part 1, Part 2, remaster, rebuilt from the ground up. Thank you, Sony. Thank you. Tasty. What else we got here? Death Stranding, all just in time for the sequel. Oh my God, incredible Sony. Look at what Sony's cooking up in the kitchen, man. I mean, let me tell you something, man. If Sony was a kitchen and Gordon Ramsay had a rated, Sony would literally be on Hell's Kitchen right about now. You do understand this, right?
Practically smell it. The video froze. Goddamn.
Bro, it must be them used bag of Doritos that you got on the floor. You might want to pick those up, bro, because you ain't smelling nothing, bro, but dry sweat off your forehead from your hat being on your head for too long.
Still doing that? We good now?
7 hours of sadness.
Shit's getting annoying. Why does it keep doing that? Just for a second? All right. You're good? All right. But you got one of the 4 is grounded. You heard it first. Yeah, I don't know. They won't even fucking say what the 4 games are. They care so much. They're just, the Band-Aid's already ripped off, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know why they think they're going to save this shit.
What? You hear this dude, man? You people should be celebrating that Microsoft's out here blessing you guys with some of their old Xbox One titles just so you guys have something to play. And now they out here talking about how Microsoft's ripping off Band-Aids, bro. Microsoft dropped more games on your platform than what Sony's doing this whole year. Okay? Like, I mean, you guys got to stop with this nonsense. Every game that's came out on PlayStation 5 that happens to be exclusive is made by some form of third-party studio. Stellar Blade, Rise. I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, these games are exclusive, but they're not from Sony. Where's the Sony games, man?
Well, let me ask you this. Serious question, though. This is I know I'm like ranting and raving, but this is a serious question. You're saying I'm eating Sony marketing. What fucking marketing, dude?
Whoa.
What is Sony marketing right now? Sony isn't marketing shit. Sony just came out and said that.
He's mad, bro. MBG he's been mad this whole live stream, bro. Like, how do you start this live stream being mad and then end the live stream being mad as well? Like, I mean, you guys think that this would be good news for Sony. Oh yeah, we finally took some gains from Xbox, but no, there's nothing for them to celebrate because they know exactly what's going on here, right? Sony don't got no games, man.
sorry, we don't got no God of Wars or Spider-Man's coming this year. What? This is what I'm saying, man.
Those are AAA games, though. That's what people want to play from Sony. I don't want to play no AA Helldivers 2. You think I want to play a bunch of AA's, bro? Like, I mean, come on, man. And no AA's don't even look that impressive. I mean, come on, man. They don't even look like they're pushing the boundaries to anything.
You already see it. You see it in my fucking chat. Like, who are these people?
He's upset.
What marketing? What fucking marketing?
Yo, this man's heated over nothing, dog. He is heated.
I'm eating up that Helldivers marketing. My bad. Yeah.
That's being supported by the PC gaming community. We would like to give a special shout out for the PC gamers actually putting more respect on these exclusives than the Sony gamers out there.
Hold on. Dude.
This guy.
This is it. Look at this. Look at this shit. Look, I'm seeing somebody in the chat. Hold on. Where is it? Where'd it go? LOL, Xbox isn't going multi-platform. This is it. We've done it. We've finally reached that point. We've reached the point. Guys, we've reached the point.
Reach what?
Microsoft just came out and announced multiple games going multi-platform, and people are saying Microsoft isn't going multi-platform. We did it. We actually did it. We've achieved.
What did you guys achieve? You hear this guy? What did you guys actually achieve? I mean, you guys are about to play some old Xbox One games, and y'all talk about how you achieved something, man. That's funny coming from a platform that has a platform filled with trophies, and now we out here talking about Xbox achievements. Hopefully you guys understood that pun.
The impossible. Microsoft
did the impossible. Microsoft already put games on PC. How was that impossible? The funny thing is, if you guys are going to argue multi-platform, then that same logic also applies to Sony. Sony's putting their games on PC. That is multi-platform. The fact that Sony put their own exclusive games on PC shows you that they've already went multi-platform.
I tip my hat to you, Microsoft. They actually did it. I didn't think they could pull it off, but they fucking did. Dude, Microsoft is masterclass in playing people. Holy shit.
Yep. And the funny thing is, you PlayStation ponies keep falling for it. That's the funny thing about it. You run with these fake rumors, and Microsoft's just drinking pina coladas, smoking Cuban cigars, not even worried about you. And then when they finally decide to address something, you guys get hit with an article from Sony, talk about how they go on multi-platform as well, too. On Valentine's Day, mind you. I mean, at this point, Sony's just breaking a bunch of hearts at this point.
That's incredible. They just came out and told you to your face, we're bringing 4 games to competing consoles.
So, I never cared if those games went to PC. Why would I care if those games went to the PlayStation 5? Matter of fact, I game on multiple platforms. So that would give me another reason to either, if I like the games, to go pick them up again. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Where's the W here?
And they knew that somehow they knew there's going to be some of their fans, or at least a portion of the internet, that's going to say, see, they're not going multi-platform. That's incredible. Oh my God, Sony, start taking notes. Seriously, this is insane.
So if you're saying that Sony should take notes in what Microsoft's doing, are you also saying that Sony should go multi-platform as well? You guys know that that's not what you PlayStation fanboys want. You guys used to say PC. You guys ain't nothing but a bunch of port begging, and now look at you. You guys are port begging for Xbox games now. You see what I'm saying? Remember the days where PlayStation, during the PS4, they used to say PC gamers, y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of port beggars. Now they out here playing all your games. Now you guys are port begging for Microsoft-owned games. It's getting kind of sad here, man. All you PlayStation fanboys keep doing is moving the flagpole to something else, right? Now they're gonna sit there and say, "Well, yeah, we might be fully multi-plat, but our games still don't drop on your Xbox." Bro? At this point, who cares, bro? Seriously, because I mean, at the end of the day, we eating so good on Xbox that we out here giving you guys scraps, man. Scraps.
That's insane, bro. Sony really could start taking some notes, though, man. Sony can start playing this shit like this.
I told you guys, this dude ain't nothing but a solid snake, man. He's finally coming out of that cardboard box. That's what he wanted from the very beginning. He ain't no real PlayStation fan. He just using y'all. He ain't nothing but an Xbox insider from the Xbox Insider program. He's out here trying to ruin your platform from the inside out. Because that's not what you PlayStation fanboys want, man. Diehard PlayStation fanboys do not want this. You guys know this as of right now.
Yeah, we're only bringing 4 games, guys. Sorry.
And you don't know which games they are.
It's funny. It's funny. How about this one for you?
And you know what the funny thing is? How Microsoft said it's not Indiana Jones and it's not Starfield. Oh, PlayStation fan was, I wanted Starfield. I wanted to get trophies. I like PlayStation 5. Microsoft did that specifically just to let you guys know that you're getting a bunch of old games. So don't think that you guys are getting anything important. Because if it was, Microsoft would have said it. That's why they specifically said you're not getting Starfield and you ain't getting Indiana Jones, baby. Hold it on.
The Xbox fans in my chat right now, or anybody who's watching that's an Xbox fan. Let me ask you, when Sony announced that they were bringing some of their games, PC, right? When Sony made that announcement, and Jim Ryan, they came out and they were like, it's only going to be select games.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going to be some games. It's going to, on case by, whenever they say case by case basis. Were you not the same guys out here telling us, no, it's going to be every game?
It is going to be every game. See, that's what you people are understanding. They are testing the waters, right? When companies do things like this, right? Just like I've been taught by my father, they are testing the waters because that's the future that they're trying to pull. That's why they're starting off with these smaller game projects. And, and the funny thing is he said, well, but you PlayStation fanboys are the ones arguing exclusivity. There's not an Xbox fan that I know personally that cares about exclusives because a lot of their games are on PC day one. So why would they care about exclusives if their games are already multi-plat before Sony even thought of the idea of doing it? So Microsoft games have always been multi-plat, and if you want to say in the traditional sense, but for you Sony fanboys, you guys are bothered by this. I used to see it, bro. Y'all used to come at PC gamers. I seen it. Oh, y'all port begging. Now look at you. Now you guys are port begging for Xbox games. PC gamers ain't doing it because they already got Xbox games on their preferred platform.
But now that it's Microsoft just saying, no, it's just 4 games. Now you believe it, right? Of course you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
Why are you guys so attached to a piece of plastic like that, bro? It's only $500, bruh. It's only $500, man. You probably spent more money changing your cat's litter box and you out here worrying about $500 piece of plastic? Come on, man. The only plastic that your cat wants changed is his litter box.
Dude, now people are just straight up trolling Xbox wins again. That's amazing. Like shit, dude.
And hey, he hates to see it. He hates to see Xbox get a dub.
Say, though, I expected that shit to be a lot longer. I thought they were going to drop like a 2-hour podcast.
I thought, MBG, I'm going to have to agree with you. I thought Microsoft would have been crying just like you and had it going on for 7 hours, talking about how Microsoft's dead. But instead, you're the one doing it.
Oh, my God.
Bro, this is where I get all my Xbox. Guys, I'm an Xbox fanboy, right? And you want to know why I get my gaming information from? These Sony channels, man. Because I can't follow a Dillo game and a Colt Eastwood because for some reason, when I look at y'all channel, I get some some misinformation, while some of it being true, most of it being false. But we get a good chance to laugh, man. That's what gaming is all about. Laughing and having entertainment, man. So that's where I get my Xbox information from. I get it from you PlayStation fanboys because on top of the information that I already know, because you can't deceive me in that, and we also get a great, stupendous laugh. You can't get that by watching a Colt Eastwood video, but we can get it from watching a video like you.
Like a 2-hour podcast of them talking about cross-save and cross-progression.
Yo, bro, you hear this guy talking about other people doing 2-hour, oh, look at these people doing a 2-hour podcast when you did a podcast for 7 hours. Okay? I don't think you have the audacity to come at anybody for doing a 2-hour podcast when you bumped it to a 7.
All right, let me see here. I'm keeping all those who are super chatting waiting.
He's hurt. Oh, is this what it's all about, man? Is this what it's really all about? Like I said, man, I don't care if you people make money off super chats. I personally don't care, man. But if you guys are just trying, because I've had people tell me that a lot of these people, they just stretching out their videos just so they can get the super chats. I mean, I could do the same. Let me do the same thing too. Let me stretch my video for 2 to 3 hours. A lot of people say I should stretch out my videos longer. And I usually end them around 30, maybe 30, 40 minutes. it'd be lucky if I even do one for 1 hour, right? So, you know, like I said, man, this could be a 1 hour video, but we'll see. We'll just go from there. But the point is that a lot of people are stretching out their videos for this. And I mean, if I feel like if the video doesn't warrant that, then there's no reason to stretch it out because it just, to me, it makes the video unwatchable. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't saying no substance for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours in, then the whole video has a lack of substance to me. And personally, I don't like videos like that. I like a video to be a nice, strong 30 minutes, a nice, strong 40. Hey, a nice, strong 2 hours could be good. You know, 2, 3 hours, that if it's strong. You know what I'm saying? But if it's strong and then it starts off pretty bad and then all you're doing is drinking Dr. Pepper, yeah, I don't think it warrants the length that you guys are trying to push out here. That's all I'm saying. That's some constructive criticism.
Reptar runs free saying,
let's see.
If one of the 4 is Redfall, do we cry or laugh? Well, we cry and laugh, but I don't think that'd be a wild choice, bro. Could you imagine if they're like, and Redfall? It's like, what?
Hey, I mean, the game ain't that good. It wasn't really well thought out. I mean, hey, it could happen.
Redfall? Are you serious? Like, out of all the games that you could try to, like, give a boost, you're going to pick Redfall? I don't think it's going to be Redfall.
More than likely, it's going to be a game of that nature. You guys really think that Microsoft's going to give you guys their golden eggs? They've already told you. You guys can clearly see by the tweet that they're not giving you no golden eggs here. They're giving you guys old Xbox One games if those leaks happen to be true. I think High Five Rush is most definitely one of them. See if these most definitely looks to be one of them. So that's 2 right there that we probably already fully aware no. Now the other 2, we don't know. So like I said, man, I mean, you guys really think y'all going to get golden eggs out of this? Out of this rooster? Yet? They probably would, though, Redfall. The game wasn't, like you said, the game wasn't that good. You might as well charge these PlayStation fanboys $70 to play it because it's a garbage game.
All right, let me see. We got Subtext with a $5 super chat. He says, few things annoy me more than a company that tries to bullshit me in my face. I used to play Xbox and felt so strung along and lied to. This is more of it. Yeah, that's...
Bro, you guys are treating a $500 plastic box like it's a girlfriend. You know, I felt so strung along. Huh? Like, how can you even make sense of this, bro? You know, I felt so taken advantage of. I mean, the Xbox don't move. All it does is insert games and plays video games. What do you? That's how you know you got attachment issues to a piece of plastic if you're out here doing this, man. Like, come on, man. You guys are sounding like little girls playing with Barbie dolls now at this point, man.
Man,
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. A piece of plastic. It's fantastic.
The biggest thing that bothers me about this, truthfully, is that for the past couple of years, I've had to endure, and survive. I had to see so
y'all don't know nothing about survival, man.
People across the internet tell me how I'm falling for Sony's marketing bullshit. I'm falling for the PR nonsense and the PR lies. And I'll be honest, a lot of it I did wake up to where I'm like, okay, maybe the talk about the SSD was overinflated. You know, maybe Sony really is being a little bit too...
Yeah, what about the 8K 120 frames that you believed into? I mean, like I said, you PlayStation fanboys have been lied ever since Sony dropped this console.
You know, they're pumping things up a little bit too much.
And also, too, Sony fabricates a lot of their NPD sales with console bundles. I mean, matter of fact, I've heard they even including the PlayStation portals as PlayStation 5 sales. That's why Microsoft doesn't take the sales argument seriously. You guys use the sales metric as a way to say that Sony's doing better than Microsoft, when in reality, all Sony's doing is fabricating their sales.
But then they got real quiet. To be fair, Sony got like too quiet. I think Sony just basically stopped marketing shit. And I was told this over and over again by Xbox fans, by the Xbox fan base. So I'm like, all right, okay, cool, whatever. You know, and now it's like, I'm not even kidding, like, this...
Now you see that Sony's not doing marketing. Remember when Microsoft wasn't doing marketing? Oh, it's a failure of a platform. Sony's not doing marketing, the platform is still fine.
22 minutes is exploding with PR and just fucking like, look at all these games. Multi-plat coming to Xbox. Right? Sony being deceptive and shit, and you bragged about it, and you really bragged about it. You know? You really made it sound like, man.
He fired up now.
All these Xbox games announced at the PlayStation Showcase. Well, you know what? Please, I want to see those same motherfuckers
Damn.
make charts, make the infographics of all 4 games just listed with PlayStation 5 box art. Please do me that favor. And Switch box art while you're at it. Please.
Who's to say they're going to do that? They might even hit y'all with a digital-only copy. Funny thing is, y'all might... I mean, didn't you guys say that Microsoft doesn't care about physical media? So what makes you think that Microsoft's going to put their own physical media on their platform? They're probably more likely sell it to you digitally, right? If that's what the direction of Microsoft's going, according to you PlayStation fanboys, why do you guys think you would get physical copies to these games?
Do me that favor, okay? You won't. Or maybe you will. If you will, hey, I respect it. Don't think I forgot.
Uh-oh. I'm surprised. Oh, man, you know this is bad, bro. He started the video with 1 cup. He got 2 cups of soggy soda. I mean, this man, bro, listen, man. I don't even think that got any bubbles, man. Like, I mean, just put the soda down, bro. It's okay. I understand you PlayStation fanboys are hurt, man, and you're thirsty for some games, but you ain't got to do this. You ain't got to do it. Put the cup down, brother.
It's not that serious.
Man, drinking.
If you want to make the infographics, go ahead.
Matter of fact, I don't even look like that. It look like Kool-Aid, bro. What is this? This man drinking Kool-Aid?
You're saying the 34 million Game Pass subs include the Xbox Live Gold people who converted to Game Pass Core. Oof. Yeah, you're right. Yikes. Yeah, that's not great. That's not good, actually. I forgot about that.
You're right. It's not great, but what's better is the fact that Microsoft went from $2 trillion to $3 trillion, baby, and ain't nothing you PlayStation fanboys can say about that. If you guys are going to say that Microsoft's losing money, then you guys might want to bring up something to kind of correlate with that, but you guys can't. All you guys go off on the, well, I don't think it's doing well. I don't think, but if it's PlayStation, it's doing well. But if it's Microsoft, it doesn't do well. Even if it's the same exact thing, I've noticed this. Just like, oh, Starfield's going to sell when it's on PlayStation 5, but the game didn't sell on Xbox Series. This is what you people do, bro. Oh, Xbox, their games ain't any good. Oh, that's on our platform. Oh, yeah, Sea of Thieves is pretty good. You know, Starfield would have been pretty interesting to see. You know, I would have popped a few trophies like what Dreamcast guy said. But when it's on Xbox, the game's trash. I wouldn't buy it. Who wants to play this game? You guys are just coping now at this point.
That's rough. If that's true, that includes that, which I think it does, that's not good. That means that Game Pass growth has... Hold on, Dark Horse is saying that's not true.
Mm-hmm. It ain't.
Are you sure? Then, all right. Well, maybe it's not true. That's why I said if it is, that's rough.
You see his eyes go up like, oh, I got exposed.
Regardless of if it's true or not, that's the number Microsoft chose to put out there.
So you heard what he said, regardless if it's true or false. Essentially, he's saying that it doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter because it shows you the integrity of your platform. So it does matter. I mean, especially if you got this as a career, because I know a lot of you content creators do, then it does matter because that is your form of gaming credibility. And that's where people somewhat respect you. Even people that hate your channel, they can see that, but they can't denounce the fact that you're not a gamer. I've had people come at me, but I've never had a person say that I'm not a gamer. Right? They know that. There's nothing they can say. They can say whatever they want. Nintendo, that fan, but PlayStation. They can say whatever that PC gamer. They can say whatever they want, but there's one thing they can't say, that I'm not a gamer. Now, if we do know they say it, then we know that at this point y'all just grasping for straws, and people are just gonna laugh at y'all. But the point is this though, like the type of energy the energy that you guys are putting in these videos shows you that you guys are losing this alleged console war that's going on. That's why Sony's doing the things that they're doing. That's why they copying Microsoft. I told you guys, Microsoft is the market leader. Every time Microsoft does something, Sony follows. Therefore, Microsoft is the market leader.
Wow. 34 million. Yeah, I'll be honest. Like when I think about, because Game Pass Core, I guess that would bring like Game Pass over like 70 million or something like that, wouldn't it? I don't know. Microsoft really kind of.
All you need is a calculator, bro. That's all you need.
We'll see. I'll have to go check.
You ain't got to do all the mathematics in your head, bro. We're in 2024, man. You ever heard of a calculator? You probably got one on your phone.
But I want to make sure I get through these super chats.
Oh, that's all he worried about. That's all he worried about, super chats, bro. I'm starting to, man, you PlayStation fanboys are getting suckered by Microsoft. You guys are getting suckered by MBG. And like I said, man, Support your content creators. No different than how you support your games. But it gets to a point where it just seems like Reforge Gaming and all these guys, hey guys, super chats. I gotta go check the super chat. I gotta go. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Y'all ain't talking about nothing in regards to gaming. It's the same. I gotta check super chat. I gotta go check. It's always, and it's like, bro, really, bro? Like, you barely even spreading any real legitimate gaming information, but you out here collecting super chat. How does a person like you even get this type of support? No, now I see why this dude says, I'm so thankful, you know. MBG, I told you, man, he ain't nothing but an Xbox fanboy perpetrated like a Sony one, man. We put him there purposely to destroy the PlayStation platform. That's what us Xbox fanboys did, because we knew that any team MBG is on, it's going to self-destruct. So we knew this, man. We set y'all up. Now he out here sucking y'all for money. He ain't even a real gamer.
E.T. says,
go get him, Tiger.
Even answer prepared questions. Look, I'm no expert in body language, but I can assure you that those three individuals, Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty, they were very nervous.
Nervous? y'all just making stuff up. Nervous?
They were not comfortable. Even the way they were speaking, you can kind of pick it up.
Yeah, of course, because, you know, obviously they're representing Xbox, so of course they would feel uncomfortable. But if it's Joe Cena, he's saying it with so much pride and dignity, right? You know, how about the new CEO? Was he shaking up a little bit when he told you PlayStation fanboys that they're thinking about putting all their games multi-platform as well as what they're already doing with PC? Did it struggle? Did it shake Yoshida's knees? Did Japan all of a sudden have an earthquake that it never had or never be? No, none of those things was going on. It was just Sony telling y'all the truth of where they want to go with their gaming division. And y'all people just sat there and you took it.
Voice where it's like they are trying so hard to not slip and say the wrong thing. Like they've been practicing it. You know why they needed a week? They needed a week to rehearse. That's what they needed.
Bro, you really think these people really care that much, bro? These people make so much money, bro. You really think they got time to rehearse, man? Oh my goodness, man. These people are worth the company as a whole is worth $3 trillion. And you thinking that they shaking up, man. Come on, man.
They needed to nail every single word. I mean, there was one moment in there where Sarah Bond accidentally said the wrong word. It wasn't a bad word. It's just she said the wrong word and she looked like she was going to fucking fall off her chair for a second. And I get it. It's high pressure, dude. Like, I don't blame them. But this is just where it's like, it's not up to, like, Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond and Matt Booty, they can't say what they want to say. Even if they want to.
And the funny thing is, why aren't we talking about PlayStation? Why are we not talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Foam Stars, Hell Dive? Why are we talking about Xbox? You are a PlayStation channel. You have PlayStation trophies of the members of the top donors of last week, right? For the trophies. Why aren't you talking about Xbox? I mean, I'm sorry, they got me confused. Why aren't you talking about PlayStation? Jesus, you see what happens when you watch these channels? You start thinking they Xbox ones, man. I mean, at this point, you're just the hater version of Colt Eastwood. You know what I mean? Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Like, I told you guys, I watch these videos to get all my information in regards to the Xbox and also get a good laugh to go with it.
Even if Phil Spencer said, I just want to lay it out there, Microsoft as a company should be like, you got a PR team for that. You got a marketing team for that. Like, this.
I think I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more, and then if there's nothing like with any substance, I'm ending this video.
They had the biggest meltdowns. They were the ones who made the biggest fucking deal about it. And I talked
about
it
in my
previous streams where I said, dude, the amount of people I'm seeing saying that they're just like happy, right? I've seen Xbox fans saying they don't mind at all.
We don't.
I've seen some Xbox fans saying that they hope Microsoft goes full multi-platform. They don't care. They still want to buy the console because they like it. I've seen PlayStation fans saying, hey, this is cool.
No, I don't think I've seen. No, there's not a PlayStation fanboy that I've known. Nope, you cannot sit there and say that strongly. Reforge Gaming, you guys, PlayStation has built their foundation off the concept of exclusives. You guys cannot deny this. A lot of people that game on Xbox was already used to their games coming out on PC. This right now is new for y'all. So y'all can't be acting like how Crap Gamer Reviews did when Microsoft decided to put Quantum Break on I have good memory, and I remember everything. When they decided to put Quantum Break on PC, and Microsoft says, yo, we don't like fanboys. Matter of fact, people like Crap Gamer is probably the reason why Microsoft went multi-plat to begin with, which has only helped benefiting them. So it shows you when they got rid of the fanboys, them as a company risen from the ashes. Sony got to do the same thing, and that's what they're doing now. Sony is getting rid of the fanboys. They do not care about y'all because they, at the end of the day, are not going to go bankrupt because you people are loyal to a plastic box. Okay? Your feelings don't matter that much. I'm sorry.
Some Xbox games here. I've seen all of this. And my fucking frustration lies in the fact that Microsoft knows exactly who they're feeding with these narratives.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me off, is they are actively feeding the fucking people who are willing to spin hyperbolic, false, ridiculous narratives. If not,
and that's what you guys do. Rumors, fake rumors, Xbox completely dead, Game Pass is over. That's what you guys was put. You guys are just mad because Microsoft didn't cannibalize their own platform and they only giving you scraps. That's what's going on here. That's what you people are salty about because you was one of the first people running with this lie and rumor that Microsoft's going fully multi-plat. Now that we know that, now all of a sudden there's a problem. But you wouldn't have gave a rat's ass if any of these games came out on all PlayStation consoles day one. All their exclusives, you would not be having this same tune right now, but instead you are providing the gaming community with 7 hours of sadness, man. I'm sorry, if you guys even made it remotely close to this 7-hour mark, legitimately, then I don't know what to tell you. That goes to show you that PlayStation ain't got no games. You people are just crying.
Weaponize every single word they're saying. Every single PR word. Again, why do you think Phil said just 4 games? You think Phil didn't know? As soon as I say just 4 games, it's like activate. Right?
But I thought this is what people wanted. I mean, you guys are saying that to me it seems like you wanted Microsoft to cannibalize their own platform and give you everything. Now all of a sudden they're not giving you everything. Now you people want to act like this, right? Now you guys want to say that Microsoft, you didn't defend the Xbox because the way you acted. What do you mean? If anything, they defended the Xbox more. Well, y'all not getting Starfield and Indiana Jones. They comforted a lot of those guys that had those feelings that you PlayStation fanboys were propagating and pushing on in the community that all their games can go on third-party and multiplayer. And like I've said before, Sony fanboys, you should be ashamed of yourself for lying like that. And Xbox fanboys, I got one for you too. Don't come back. If you couldn't hold the line, don't come back. All the Xbox channels out there, you better unsubscribe. I unsubscribed from Cole Eastwood after he did that. All the Xbox channels that did that, I unsubscribed. Not because of them being a fanboy, but it's just like you guys didn't stand on what you said, though. That's all I'm saying. It don't matter if you're wrong. It don't matter if you're wrong, or it doesn't matter if you want to touch up on the situation. But the fact is that you people were scared to push out content. You thought it was going to jeopardize your channel. You guys thought all these things. Instead of thinking about all the incredible times that Microsoft at the Xbox company gave you, you guys thought about this one bad moment to the point where it's like people's like, I can't remember. I dedicated my whole career to Xbox with Halo 1. That should not take away the enjoyment from you. You don't think I look at the Dreamcast and say, oh, that's great. I mean, we can say that the Dreamcast could have been more than what it is, and that's perfectly fine, right? Those talks is fine. Right? But for me to go, oh, I love Sega ever since the beginning, but Sega Dreamcast, even though the games was good, it took everything away from me. It didn't take anything. If anything, I enjoyed all the great experiences that Sega gave me, and I moved on with my life. That's it. So if Microsoft or Sony went if Sony go third party, I'm going to just think of all the times of the days that I enjoyed Sony PlayStation. I'm not going to sit there and think, I should have never invested my time in the PS1 and 2. It was obviously a waste of time, even though I was already having fun with those devices. Do you guys get what I'm saying? It's that type of energy that you guys are pushing out that shows you that you're not a real gamer. Because if you're going to say that the Xbox is a bad console because they decided to put a few games on PlayStation, and that takes away the fun of the days of you remember growing up as a kid playing Halo 1 and 2 with your friends, then you was never a real gamer. You've always been a fanboy, and you was more attached to the piece of plastic than the games you was playing. And that is facts.
Everybody, all those people activate, go He said just 4 games. They know exactly what they're doing, and I hate that they're doing it because, believe it or not,
of course you hate it.
This is what's making this shit so toxic.
Nah, now we're blaming Microsoft and being toxic. No, PlayStation fanboys are the ones making this toxic. PC gamers do not like you. Only the fake PC gaming wannabe neutrals that say, "Oh, I got a PC but playing on a gaming laptop." Most PC gamers don't really care. They don't care. They don't care. Most PC gamers think that exclusivity shouldn't even exist. That's how you can tell when a real PC fan. But you know how you can tell you're a fake PC neutral is when they defend PC to bash Xbox and say, "I don't need an Xbox to play those games on PC." A lot of the times they have a bad gaming rig. I've seen a lot of PlayStation fanboys use this whole PC argument to bash Xbox and say, "Well, I don't need an Xbox because I can play their games on PC," when their PCs are trash. They would have a better chance buying a $500 Xbox than playing those games on their terrible PC that they can't run those games on. It's a coping mechanism to make the Xbox platform feel like it's not valuable. I've seen it. I was in parties. PC gamers was clapping back at these because they own multiple platforms. They were clapping at these PlayStation dudes. Matter of fact, some of them I seen on your channel. I was in a party with some of those dudes. And the dude got exposed for having a weak PC that's not even comparable to an Xbox 360. So you people are fronting. Y'all fronting. You know what I'm saying? PC gamers don't care if you play on PC or play on Xbox. They don't care that much. As long as the games are being distributed evenly. That's all they care about.
What would the conversation be like right now? Right? If they just said, "Yeah, we're going multi-platform." Of course there would be a title.
They've already went multi-platform. Sony has already went Do you guys understand the definition of multi-platform? Do you guys understand? Multi-platform is a game that comes out on multiple platforms. It's pretty obvious, right? Sony putting games on PC, multi-platform. Microsoft putting their games on PC, some on PlayStation 5 as well as multi-platform. So Sony already went third party. See, this is why I try to tell you people. But you guys are trying to change the terms. I remember when Xbox dudes used to run with console exclusive. Now, I guess in some degrees that makes sense, but Titanfall wasn't a console exclusive because it was on a 360, right? And it was also, it's not an exclusive because it was also third party on PC. And people used to run with it, console exclusive. Now Sony running with it, console exclusive. It's not an exclusive, but it's a console exclusive, meaning that the console doesn't get it. Do you understand how loud? Do you understand that fanboys are trying to take these words and change them? Let me tell you something. An exclusive is a game that comes out on one platform. That's an exclusive. God of War Ragnarok is not an exclusive. It's a multi-plat. You're like, "That's not true. That's not." Yes, it is. It comes out on PS4 and the PS5. That is multiplayer. And see, this is where Nintendo fans, oh my God, they getting me with this because they run with this stupid garbage too. Well, it's a Sony exclusive. I remember trying to explain this to a Nintendo fanboy, and all he kept saying, "Well, it doesn't matter if the game is on 3DS. It's still a Nintendo exclusive." It's not an exclusive. The game is on multiple platforms. Doesn't matter if it's a Nintendo-owned one or not. It's a multi-plat. That's how it works, okay? You people have tried to take these words and change them to fit your own narratives. That is the problem, and I'm breaking them down for you guys right now. That's the problem. You're taking the words. Now, Sony has exclusives, but I guess they have the term console exclusive now. It's the same. It's not exclusive because it ain't even exclusive. You know what? An exclusive is Final Fantasy 16 for right now. You could only play it on the PS5, right? That's an exclusive. Last of Us, that's not an exclusive. You can play that on another platform. Well, it's rebuilt. Still not an exclusive because it's not that much that they've changed to that game to warrant that exclusive title, right? Let's see. Rise of Ronin, if the game's on PS5 only, it is an exclusive. Stellar Blade, if it's a PS5 only game, then it's an exclusive. But if it's not, then it's not an exclusive.
Of initial, like, Xbox dead, Xbox down, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. But once that wave passes, what's left? Oh, you're just getting more games.
Wow.
What about all the Xbox fans? They're probably sitting there being like, "Well, this sucks, but still going to play these games."
It doesn't suck. It doesn't suck because the sole fact is that because you can still play these games anyway. And on top of that, you guys are playing old Xbox One titles. Nobody cares.
Still gonna buy the next Xbox. Still gonna stay subscribed to Game Pass. That's what I'm saying. Like all of this shit that Microsoft just did is not necessary. None of it is necessary.
What do you mean it's not necessary?
The only thing Phil had to do was put out a fucking tweet with, like, bullet points. Bullet point number 1.
And you guys want to ran with it and try to find a way to spin it. You know, I mean, at this point, bro, there's nothing that can help save these PlayStation ponies, man. I'm going to just be honest with you, man, because at this point, all you guys are doing, it's like no matter what Microsoft does, Microsoft solely defended the Xbox platform by telling you that you're not getting Indiana Jones and you're not getting Starfield. You're like, why would they say that? But they probably were saying it because, just like you guys said, that they're not addressing the problem, because you guys thought that Starfield was coming to PlayStation. I mean, you guys thought Indiana Jones and Starfield was coming to PlayStation. They're bigger the line titles. They're day ones, games like Hellblade. So that's probably why Microsoft worded it like that. Didn't you guys say that you had a problem with Microsoft not addressing the problem in the room? Now that they finally addressed it, now you PlayStation fanboys are finding another reason to be upset at Microsoft. Like I've said before, it doesn't matter what Microsoft does. You guys are going to hate this company regardless. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. But at the end of the day, MBG, he just acted fraudulent.